It was a Saturday night, the kind of night where the world feels heavy, where even the moon hides behind thick clouds, and every shadow seems to lean closer than it should. The streets of the town were deserted. Storefronts were dark, traffic lights blinking uselessly at intersections where no cars passed, and the only sound was the restless wind dragging scraps of paper down the pavement. I had left my friend's house later than I'd planned. He lived on the far edge of town, where the neighborhoods gave way to empty roads and thick forests. Everyone else was heading to bars, parties, or bright corners of the city that pulsed with music and laughter. But me, I just wanted to get home. The road stretched on endlessly, two thin lanes swallowed by towering trees on either side. My headlights barely seemed to cut through the fog that had rolled in, thick and silver like smoke. The forest pressed close, as if listening. At first, I told myself I was just tired, that the strange prickle crawling across my skin was nothing more than nerves from the lonely drive. But every time I glanced at the rearview mirror, I thought I saw movement. Shadows darting just out of sight, a flicker like something keeping pace with me. I turned the radio on to drown it out, static. I tried every station. Still nothing but a low, whispering hiss. The silence in the car was unbearable. That's when I saw him. He appeared at the edge of the road, a figure, tall, thin. He stood so still, like he had been waiting for me. No thumb out, no wave, just a pale, motionless body with his head tilted slightly to the side, watching. As my headlights washed over him, I caught a glimpse of his face. The skin was unnaturally pale, almost gray, stretched tight over sharp bones. His mouth was curled into a wide grin, but it wasn't a smile. It was empty, stiff. His eyes reflected the light in a way that didn't seem human. I slowed, but something in my chest screamed at me, "Don't stop." My hands tightened on the wheel and I pushed the gas. As I passed him, I dared a glance in the side mirror. Nothing. By the time I looked again in the rear view, the road was empty. My heart hammered the rest of the way. Every corner, every stretch of dark road, I expected to see him again. But I made it home finally, pulling into my driveway with shaking hands. I killed the engine, sat there in silence, listening. Nothing. Inside, I locked every door, every window. I told myself I was imagining things, that exhaustion was playing tricks on me. I made tea, turned on the TV, anything to fill the quiet. But even then, I couldn't shake the feeling, that crawling sensation, that someone was watching me. Then it happened. 3 slow knocks. Knock. Knock, knock. I froze, the mug in my hand trembling. Who the hell would visit me at this hour? I crept to the front door, my bare feet silent on the floor. Slowly, I leaned toward the peephole. The porch was empty. A chill raced down my spine. I turned away, trying to laugh it off. Then, 3 more knocks, this time from the back. I crept through the kitchen, every nerve screaming. The glass sliding door was locked. But when I pulled the curtain back, I saw him, the man from the road. He was standing just beyond the glass, face pressed against it, his grin wider now, teeth gleaming. He didn't move, didn't speak, just stared at me with black eyes that seemed to stretch deeper the longer I looked. I stumbled back, heart racing. Bolting upstairs, I grabbed my landline. My cell phone had died earlier. I dialed 911 with trembling hands. The line rang once, twice, then cut into static, and through that static, a whisper, "I see you." It wasn't the operator, it was him. The air in the room dropped, icy cold. My breath fogged the receiver. Then, click, silence. That's when the lights flickered and died. The house was swallowed by darkness. The only sound was my own breath, shallow and frantic. Then, footsteps, slow, heavy, deliberate. Coming up the stairs, I pressed myself against my bedroom door, clutching a lamp like a weapon. The footsteps grew closer, each one dragging across the floor. They stopped outside my door. The handle rattled. I held my breath. Silence stretched on, unbearable. Finally, I dared to open the door, just a crack. The hallway was empty, but then I saw it. The mirror at the end of the hall. He was inside it. Not in the hallway, not in the house, in the mirror. His grin was impossibly wide now, stretching across his face like it had been carved there. His hands pressed against the glass from the inside. The cracks spread across the surface like veins, the glass groaning under the pressure. I stepped back, shaking my head, whispering no, no, no. The mirror shattered. Darkness poured out, swallowing the hallway, swallowing me, and then nothing. That was last Saturday night. But the strange part? Every mirror in my house is cracked now. I've covered most of them, but sometimes, when the night is quiet, I hear it again. 3 slow, deliberate knocks, waiting for me to open the door. Darkness had swallowed the entire house. My breathing was sharp, shallow, and every corner of the room oozed with cold. I knew he was here. Then suddenly, every mirror, every piece of glass in the house began to tremble. The windows, the wardrobe mirror, even the surface of the tea in my cup rippled violently. I turned, shaking. He was in every reflection, dozens of him, hundreds, each one smiling at the same time. Their mouths opened together, and one single voice echoed through them all. Now it's your turn. The door shook violently. Knock, knock, knock. I grabbed the handle, tried to scream, but no sound came out, and then every mirror shattered at once. The sound was deafening, like glass screaming. In the last instant, I saw myself reflected in the broken shards. But it wasn't me, it was him, standing in my place, looking through my eyes, wearing my smile, and then darkness. They say if you ever hear a stranger's knock in the dead of night, never look into a mirror. Because maybe he won't take you, maybe he'll take your reflection instead.